Every day that passes, I learn a little more. There's always something I've never seen before. It's effortless attention, I'm feeling all the time, and everything around me filters through my mind.
Hello, and welcome back to Death is My Life podcast. I am your host, Jolene, and I am here with the lovely Katherine.
Hi there.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming on the podcast and chatting. So we will jump right into it. We wanted to talk about, Katherine just celebrated your 1 year sobriety University
of Sobriety.
Yay!
Yeah.
So how does it feel?
It feels good. It definitely feels good.
Yeah. And how long were you pretending to be
Trying?
sober
God.
before that?
Like at least 3 years. It took a while
gosh.
to, I think, fully commit. I think mentally I was not ready to, because I thought I could go back and oh, I can do this just casually now, but it turns out I cannot.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that casually.
No. So what were some of the signs that you ignored during that 3-year period? Or that you just pushed aside?
That I don't drink just one.
Yeah.
Like, I see other people drinking normally, or I would just do it like in a almost inappropriate way where I became more sneaky about stuff.
Yeah. So you kind of knew you were doing something wrong and you were lying
I fully knew I was doing something wrong.
It's funny now because I think like we've all been there.
Yeah. I know, I can laugh about it now, but it is, when I like reflect on that, I'm like, wow, that was some bizarre behavior. And it was, I could see if I like allowed that to go any further that I would have had a problem. Like, just compromising my integrity as a human. Like, just, I don't know. I didn't want to push that anymore.
Like, so what are some examples of like what you did that was sneaky?
Like, I would stop at the bar and have drinks and then come home and try to just be sober. Try to act like I hadn't been drinking already. And like, there's nothing worse when you're drinking to have to pretend to be sober. Like, that's so boring. That literally defeats the purpose of the drinking. So I'm like, why am I, this is like, I don't know, it just felt like I was sucking the fun out of it.
And it's funny because your partner is like the least judgy person.
He never cared.
Like, you're hiding it from yourself, not him.
I was not even hiding it from him. It was like something internal. Like, it was just shame.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. I think I felt just like, oh my God, here I go again. Or all those mornings that you wake up and you're like, I'm never drinking again. And then, you feel better later and you're like, oh yeah, I guess I can have one now. But
do you think like drinking like NA beers and stuff actually helped or hindered your getting sober?
I don't think there's a problem with it. Sometimes people think that it can be triggering, and maybe it could be. I feel like if it's, something that keeps you, like, the main thing is just keeping your hand full, like, with something to drink. I never liked the taste of beer, and I never drank beer for the flavor. So, like, I don't know. I did drink NA beers for a while, and every once in a while, if we have like a party or something, I'll be like, oh, okay. But now that I'm keto, it's pointless. So that's just, you don't want the carbs or the sugar, so there's really no point to it. So
that really helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Because that does feel silly if you are like the way I would drink is that I didn't see the point of just having one, and I never, like I said, I never drank for the flavor of it. So me having a beer was just kind of a little bizarre, but I did do the NA beers for a while.
Yeah. I did it for a short bit and then kombucha.
Yeah.
And that totally helped me. Like I know a lot of people say that'll trigger them, but it was like right now I'm off the coffee and I'm drinking decaf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like whatever. It replaces it. It gives me my fix. It like feels, it was a stepping stone I needed to get over drinking. And I probably don't do it now because I'm keto.
It's also kind of like, it's okay to keep like little, I call them rituals, but like a little ritual where like, if that's your thing that you liked having a cocktail after work, you know, before bed or whatever, if that was your thing, like you can still continue that ritual, but just try to replace it with something that's more healthy for you. And it, you know, I think that's okay to keep those little rituals. Because otherwise you're going to be like, what do I do? You lose your structure almost because you kind of have to just start over. But
well, it is. It's like when, you know, they say like don't make too many major changes at once. You know, so if you're stopping the ritual and the actual substance all at once, that could be too hard and set you up for failure.
Yeah. I do know a lot of people, or like I've heard on other podcasts that, you know, this guy, he just, every time he, like some of those rituals for him, he said he would just go on a walk instead. And I always thought that was healthy, but I haven't been very structured in that way. I haven't tried those yet. But yeah, I think that's whatever you want to replace it with. But yeah, I think just the main thing is just staying busy too.
Yeah. So when you were drinking, your biggest thing was like internal. Did you ever get in trouble like legally or with people?
Scot-free. Can't believe it. All these years, never got in any trouble. I made a fucking fool of myself all the time, but I never got in legal trouble. And yeah, I never really got, I mean, I had some injuries. But
yeah, that's true.
Had some injuries, but I don't know how I got lucky, I guess. But that's very shameful too when you think about, you know, people make mistakes and they drive or whatever. But yeah, I'm lucky I never did anything too stupid.
I know. Remember that time I got our friend kicked out of like the crappiest hotel in town? Like you wouldn't think you could get kicked out of, but we were in the pool. Remember the pool situation? And I threw a lady's boot into the pool. And she came to get, I don't remember any of this, you told me, but when she came to get her son, I just like looked at her and spit on the ground or something. Yeah,
you were just more, you'd like pick fights and you're kind of just a menace.
And isn't that weird? Yeah, I'm not like really confrontational at all. Well, and then like he wasn't mad at me, he didn't kick me out or get mad. He was like, let's go to the next place, drink there. And like he had his kids and it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible times.
It was rowdy. I mean, and it's interesting because even though I do have a lot of, I say shame, I mean, it's not that deep usually, but I still reflect back and I still think it was hilarious. Like a lot of that stuff is still really funny to me, and I don't think I would take it back because it just, I don't know. And it's not that it still sounds fun. Like I definitely don't want to get kicked out of a pool because of you again, but it is a funny thing to look back on, and I try to bring humor to it and be like, wow, that was crazy. I can't believe we are alive, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I do have a hard time. Okay, let's put it this way. I don't glamorize the alcohol anymore, but I do think there's parts of it that I remember being fun, right?
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what happens. Like sometimes it's fun and then sometimes it's a freaking nightmare.
Yeah.
And you never know what's going to make the difference. You never know how to predict it. So you're always chasing the fun times.
Yeah.
And then you have these crazy bad times. And you're like, oh, man, that sucked.
Yeah.
Well, let's try for the fun one again tonight. Like, okay.
Yeah.
It's hard. I know. Because I do remember, like, some nights just walking home from downtown with you to, like, mom and dad's house, like, just having a good old time, walking down home from downtown late at night, giggling, getting in bed, laughing when mom and dad are like, what time is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, I think you're right. It's kind of hard to predict what kind of night it is going to end up on.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there's all those myths. Like, okay, maybe if I just drink beer and not vodka or whatever, there's no rhyme or reason.
No, you never know.
And I think that's probably what's really hard about getting sober and staying sober, right? It's like you start to forget that very last drink that you had and the feeling that you had when you got sober. That starts to fade, like the horror of it. And then you kind of remember like the fun times that everybody else is like still drinking around you because
that's why it took me so many times, because I'm like, you get this amnesia where you forget how horrible it is, and then you're like, oh, I could try this, let me do it again. I forgot it was, and then you get that really bad. And that's the thing too, is I just couldn't handle the alcohol anymore. I would get so sick for days. But yeah, you get that amnesia where you forget that, oh, I actually, it was, sorry, I'm losing track of thought.
Aren't you getting night terrors too?
Oh yeah, that's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
I used to get sleep paralysis multiple times a week with demons sitting on my chest, and like the scariest things were my husband would have to like wake me up. I'd be crying, and I'm not kidding you, since I've quit, I don't think I've had a single sleep paralysis session, like dream.
Awesome.
Yeah. I've had like some weird ones, but not like that. And I relate them. I think that's like, I don't know, the demon of alcohol coming to me in my sleep.
It really is a demon. I know.
It is so dark. It's so dark.
It is. It's dark because it's like, oh, this is fun. It's just so manipulative. Like, this is fun. It's socially acceptable. Everybody's allowed to do it, and it's great. And oh, we have events where there's like alcohol. Like, it's so socially acceptable. It's weird, but then it's so demonic.
Yeah.
What it can do, the hold it can have on you, the way it changes. Like you were saying, like I was confrontational. I'm not confrontational. I do not like confrontation. I don't even like to confront like my kids when they're doing something wrong. So it's weird. It does bring out like this demon in you. Me, some people.
Yeah, I didn't have too much, I think, of like a personality change, but it definitely loosens you up, but it made me make a lot of decisions that I would never have made sober, or, just kind of, I don't know. It's not as truthful, in my opinion, as like when you're drinking. It doesn't feel as true to like real life.
This girl always used to say, alcohol goes in, truth comes out. And I'm like, no, not for me. Whatever comes out of my mouth when I'm drinking is straight up psychotic. Not true. Like, it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'll make up some weird stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
It's weird. Okay. And then like, so we have been so blessed with sobriety. Like, isn't life so much better? All these, they call them gifts of sobriety, right?
Yeah, it's a lot easier. And it isn't super easy getting there, but I have been doing it for a few years, so it feels like, I feel like I've got it now. But it's made everything a lot easier just to deal with in life, I think.
So we know that to be true. but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like we were talking before we started recording about like things you do have to kind of grieve when you get sober, and that is the loss of like a high volume of what you consider friends, maybe. Because for us, we're like in a whole different world, right? You take a crossroads and there's people who just keep on the drinking. And how does it feel to like step out of it and look back in? Like seeing the people going to the same bar day after day, spending the money, drinking the beer, just doing the same old thing they've been doing since we were 21.
Yeah,
or younger.
It does feel lonely in a lot of ways because I don't know, you just don't see the same people anymore because you're not going to the same spots anymore. But you just make new friends I'm kind of an oddball that still likes to go out to the bar scene, and I just pretend to drink alcohol with seltzer water.
Yeah.
But I think it's because I do miss like the social part of it. And I don't feel triggered by that. Actually, it's actually a really good alcohol repellent for me because I'm like, wow, they shapeshifted right before my eyes. And
Shapeshifter.
And I'm like, whoa, that was crazy. Look how loose they are now. And then it's kind of fun to observe. And now nobody's gonna invite me because like she's observing us.
She's watching.
But it's just interesting, and there's a lot of freedom to it where you're like, I'm gonna get my keys, get in my car, and drive home now, and
not gonna do
I don't have to worry about getting pulled over, and it's like such a freedom of being like, all right, see it, you can go on, you can still do all the socializing, and you can still like drive home and go along with your merry self.
Yeah. Cool. So I went out the other night.
What? You didn't invite me?
I know. It was down south. You wouldn't have wanted to go. Anyway. It was after martial arts. And so it was with that whole crew. And okay, mind you, I've been with them for 4 years. I love you guys. If you're listening, I know you're not, but if you're listening, I love you guys. It's just, I've been with them for so long, 4.5 years maybe. And they greeted me there with, we didn't know what you wanted to drink, so we got you a raspberry cider, handed it to me, and I'm like, guys, I told you I'm keto. I don't drink alcohol. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
I've been saying that. Like, I don't drink. I don't have carbs. Like, okay, whatever. So I had no problem turning it down. I was like, oh, no, thanks. I don't drink. It was like, no, I didn't feel pressured. I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel tempted. Nothing. Like, no part of me, so I'm in a good place with that, right? And then I didn't eat the pizza. I did have some tacos. Ooh,
bad girl.
I was so naughty.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I got fish tacos instead to try to be better than, the pizza. And they were like, oh, cool, we'll share it then.
Yeah.
It was like, whatever. And I didn't feel, it could have been the group. I know you could be with somebody who's like pushes it on you. And they were like, well, what do you want to drink? And I'm like, I'll take a kombucha if you insist. That's like 8 carbs, so that sucks, but whatever. Party night.
Yeah. Wild.
My new kind of party. It was totally fine. But then, my daughter Harley was like, so was that hard for you? She was kind of wondering how that made me feel that they just gave it to me and like it was in my hand. I was like, oh, no, thank you. And I said, no, now I'm beyond that point, and I'm at like almost like a higher level where I'm like, I don't feel like a loser. I don't feel like I'm missing out. I feel more like I'm setting a good example, and these people are stuck in this like hamster wheel and they can't get out. And if I can influence one person, then that'd be cool. Yeah. And if I don't influence anybody, cool. I'm sticking with my own integrity. Mm-hmm. Right? But if there's one person who's like, try not to drink, and they see me not drinking, maybe eventually they'll say like, oh, hey,
Yeah.
Because it's not healthy. Even if you don't have a problem drinking, like, there's nothing healthy about it.
Right. No, it is, and I like to try to show people that you can still have fun, and like,
Yes, that's
I feel like I'm quicker and wittier anyways. Like, I thought I was hilarious when I was drinking, but now I can finish a joke.
Nice. Your jokes were like, you would have to tell every detail.
Oh
and they
my
got
God.
pretty long.
I mean, they're kind of still like that. But yeah, you're like, you think you have the microphone and you're here for the performance. But also when people ask me if I want a drink or something, I have to remember, I think about this all the time where I'm like, is that person even worth would I relapse for them? Like, no. Okay, maybe a celebrity, and I've tried to think about like what celebrity would I relapse
Billy
for?
Bob Thornton.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I know. There's no way.
But yeah, there's that where I'm like, oh, or like, oh, maybe, well, definitely in the beginning when I started quitting, I'd say, okay, well, I'll just drink on special occasions. But then everything becomes a special occasion.
Oh, yeah. It's like, or a sunny day.
Yeah. Oh, it's Saturday.
Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday of the month.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesdays. We need our Corona.
Exactly.
Like, you can make
anything a special occasion. And then it was like, oh, maybe I'll just drink 4 times a year. But then I'm like, well, what day is worthy of drinking? My birthday. Okay, what about Christmas? No, we better save it for New Year's. It was like all this math gymnastics in my brain. And
yes, the math gymnastics.
It felt like, yeah, and then you're just fixated on the upcoming special event or whatever, the special occasion or your birthday, and then I'm like, oh, I'll only drink on vacation. But then you start booking vacations. And you're like, okay. And then you're sick on your vacation, which is also the worst thing.
Yeah, and you ruin your vacation, you get arrested in Mexico, you know.
Yeah. And you're like, why? I wanted to remember that vacation.
Well, and so something that sticks with me and about that vacation, I remember when Dad bought Mom, said, hey, we're going to go to Ireland, right? Do you remember this? So he said, hey, we're going to go to Ireland. This is your Christmas present. We're going to book a trip. And this was a few years ago. But then he said, and so he's sober, but he said, well, of course, if I go to Ireland, I'm going to have a beer in a pub. And my husband does that too. And I'm like, well, then we're not going to freaking Ireland. So, no, you know.
Never
and he goes,
mind.
if we go to Italy, of course I'm going to have a glass of wine. I'm like, a glass of wine? You're going to drink all the beer in Italy, and then I'm going to have to go find you at the embassy or something. Like, this is not a good idea.
I know.
Why is that such a thing?
Well, to be honest, I haven't had a vacation yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to feel. I mean, there's differences, like camping to me, you always had beer or whiskey or something. And that doesn't seem to bother me because I can stay busy while I'm camping.
Yeah.
But it feels like, like going to a tropical vacation or something.
Without a pina colada.
Or like my favorite thing used to be like, I'm gonna go get some ice from the lobby and then go in and taking shots in the hotel lobby. That is the funnest. Like people watching, you're like, I live here right now. Like it's so fun. But yeah, those days are past.
I know.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's
all in the past. I mean, we can do like virgin stuff now, but not really because it's got too much sugar. But yeah, no virgin drinks. Madeline, our other sister, was so good. Remember when we went? Were you there at Grandma's funeral? There was an open bar at the party, and she kept running, and she kept me fully stocked all night with virgin drinks. It was like so
nice
cute because I was like freshly sober then. I'm pretty sure I relapsed after that, but it was like, yes, okay, so now I don't feel like an outcast. You know, I don't feel tempted to go get a drink. I'm
Yeah.
here. And then I watched the kids while everybody went after partying and had fun. And like, okay, here I am with the kids. But guess what? I got that opportunity to be with the kids, you know,
Yeah.
instead of pawning them off on somebody else. And like, do you remember that night?
Me?
Whoever was
I
there,
don't remember shit.
right? Whoever's kid I had, they probably don't remember that night.
I know.
But I got to spend that time with the kids, you know. So now, especially with young kids, it's like way easier to stay sober. Also, for that, like I can't imagine them having to see me drunk. It would be so sad, so heartbreaking. And I'm sorry to my older daughter who had to see it for several years of her life.
Yeah, it's funny because I just recently started thinking that way about my dogs. I'm like, they're sober around me and they love me. Like they deserve to have me sober. It's like, it's deeper than that sometimes. You're like, wow, all they want is just to like hang out with me. Yeah. He just put his little head on my foot.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about him.
They're like, yeah, we just want to hang out with you and do fun stuff. But then if you start drinking, then you can't take them on hikes. And then you're like, what? So I could imagine it's a lot stronger when you have children, but I felt that way about my dogs.
Yeah. I didn't know when Harley was young that it wasn't normal how we were drinking, because everybody around us was doing it like that, and we kind of grew up like that. And so I had no idea it wasn't normal, and so I just like, you know, let her be the life of the party with us. And I mean, her dad's family drinks like that. Our family drinks like that. But I didn't realize, like, the dark side of it. I just was like, oh, this is great. Everybody's together. Everybody's having fun. The kids are here. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah. It is true. It's very normalized in a lot of our families.
Yeah. It's normalized and stupid and so much money. I want all the money from drinking back now.
I know. How did I even afford that?
I don't know.
That's the craziest thing. Yeah, because I'm still broke. And I
spend exponentially less.
I don't know how I afforded it.
I don't know.
Paying rent, all that. It's crazy.
And then I feel like at that time, you know, you think you have all these friends, but it's like, oh, no, you were just the person who would buy the beer. So, I mean, me, not you.
I never bought
I was
beer.
just the person who would buy the beer. So I had like these friends, but it's like, they never pitched in anything. I was always buying beer. And then they were always around me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like 5'4" and like trying to keep up with like these 6'4" men. Like, why do I
You
think
did
I can
keep
drink
up.
I did keep up.
Don't knock yourself.
Oh, I know. I did keep up.
Well.
And there was a time when we were trying to get sober. Like, my husband and I were like, okay, you're sober. Now I'm relapsing. Now you're sober. You know, there was a little bit of overlap where we weren't both totally sober. I remember, like, he would buy a 6-pack and I would try to chug like 4 of them to prevent him from drinking. Stupid.
Yeah.
It's like your mind makes no sense on alcohol.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. Oh my
I know,
goodness.
and like Scott and I, we were like even, like the difference between him and I though is that he could, I mean, we definitely partied hard together at a lot of points, but he could just have one drink at dinner and leave it unfinished, and then we'd we'd close our tab and leave. And
then I'd follow. I would look for the finished,
finish
drinks.
his, the guys next to me, the other guys. I would drink anything that was around. I'm like, you're just gonna leave that? That's crazy. And then
I did that in Mexico one time. Just drink drinks off the table.
Yeah.
They probably weren't even done with their drinks. They were probably just out dancing.
They're like, oh, grab your beer. This crazy lady's coming back to drink ours.
They're not hiding it from Rubies. They're hiding it from me getting drunk.
Yeah.
So dangerous. It's not funny.
I know, but then it was like, I would be out drinking. That's right. I would be like out drinking till the bar closes, and then I'd be like, oh, I gotta stop at the 7-Eleven and get more for the rest of the night.
Oh my gosh.
And then you like don't even need that, but then I was so excessive with it that I would finish that. Like I used to get to a point like in my drunkest state where like I couldn't even get any more drunk than I was. Like I'm like at my max level, and I'm just wasting the alcohol at that point by drinking it because I'm not going to feel the effects. I'm just going to pass out.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, you would have enjoyed just going home and going to bed and then having that 6-pack for the next day. Yeah. But I would just overdrink it, and that was always it for me. Once you start, I could not stop.
That's the worst part, I know, because the first sip is like, woo,
that's
and
the
that's
best
like
part.
what you're chasing the whole time.
Yeah.
But you can never get it back. And like I could literally drink one sip and be fine, but I have to drink 100 beers.
I know.
That's really annoying.
Really, but it's not like that for everybody. You and I just have that special genetic bond.
I know. Our other sister, she's understanding because she, like, we've explained it to her, but she's like, nope, I don't have that feeling. Nope, I have no idea. And so, like, if you don't have it, you will genuinely, like, you just can't understand the pull it has. Like, I did not intend to drink that many. Like, you go in, like, yeah, okay, I'll have one, but that sounds stupid. Why would you have one when you can have 6? And then why would you have 6 when you could get a 6-pack on the way home?
It is
and keep drinking all night.
Yeah, it's so similar to any kind of like actual like drug. I say actual, but alcohol is an actual drug.
It's one of the worst
but
ones.
Like a drug addict, like that's the behavior I had with alcohol was like I should never judge anybody for being hooked on heroin or something like that, because I was equally as addicted to alcohol in a lot of ways. Where like you're sick, so you're going back for more. Like when I think of somebody that does heroin and they're like dope sick from that, and then they go back and do more, like I was doing the same thing with alcohol, and I should never even judge somebody for that because I was doing the exact same thing.
No, exactly. Addiction's addiction. Like it doesn't matter the substance. Like one's not better than another one.
I did
Alcohol's
think so.
Worse because it's socially acceptable.
Yeah.
Why? It's so dangerous.
Well, I think there's a little bit of a movement. You can really tell. And like the more you kind of surround yourself with non-drinkers, you're like, wait, there's actually a lot of people out here that are either quitting, trying to quit, cutting back, or whatever it looks like. But yeah, I think everybody has like a love-hate relationship with it. I honestly don't really know anybody except for maybe my husband that has a healthy relationship with alcohol. I think he's, probably because he's gotten it out of his system, but I really feel like, I don't know anybody that just drinks in a normal way.
I really don't either.
Not a single person.
That's really hard. It's like really, really addicting.
And even if you think like, oh, I only drink, I don't know. I really don't think I know anyone off the top of my head that drinks in a normal way.
Mm-hmm. No, I was talking to my husband about like way back in the day, like how like drinking and driving is the worst horrible thing, but like your brain's not in a place where you think it's bad when you're that drunk. Unfortunately, like again, socially acceptable. So you go to a party, everybody's drinking, everybody knows you're driving home, but they're still letting you drink, and like it's crazy. Why would you have a party that's not in your own home if you're drinking?
It's the same thing as bartenders. I don't understand the legality of that, where they can get in trouble if you drive home. Like, it was...
Why do bars exist then?
Exactly.
That makes no sense.
And it was my choice to buy the alcohol, and, they're giving me something that's going to loosen me up and make me make bad decisions on.
Your judgment.
And so then it's like such a double-edged sword, though. How is that even... What a terrible loophole we're in.
It's a cycle for sure. I was thinking how like it wasn't even a thought that at some points it wasn't even a thought that it was bad. It was just like party on wheels. Like, why would we stop drinking just because we're in the car? Like,
Yeah,
it's really
road
scary.
soda.
It's road soda.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
I didn't even think about it.
But okay, so this is sadly a thought that I had recently is like I used to be so fearful of my friends dying in a drunk driving accident, and more of my friends have died from just alcohol use than a drunk driving accident.
Well, yeah, that is super scary. But that's because that's like, it makes sense because they might not drink and drive frequently. Maybe they do it once and it could kill them, but they're definitely drinking all day, every day. So that's like a definite demise, right? You would think,
Yeah,
for most people.
yeah.
Yeah. So tell us more about that. Tell us about some of your friends who have, well, you've lost to alcohol or drugs.
Great. This is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
No,
Where the
it's-
giggling stops.
I know. It's sad. It's super sad.
It
And it's
sucks. So preventable.
it is, but I also feel like the town we live in is bad luck. I think it breeds alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I don't know any of my friends from San Diego that have had quite the level of alcoholism in their friend groups or anything like that.
That could be true.
It
is bad.
I think it's just the
culture.
Yeah, I think it's the culture.
I mean, we have a psychopub that takes you on a brew crawl, where you go from pub to pub to pub to pub, and there's like, what, 7 on them? That's guaranteed at least 7 beers. That's a lot.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's a hard topic just because you never know what else was going on. I mean, there's health concerns that maybe you are unaware that you have, and then you continue drinking. And like I said, it's like doctors, sometimes if a doctor tells you like you should never drink again or you'll die, like that's like a really hard pill to swallow. And so maybe that wouldn't happen to me, and like it actually does happen. And my mom keeps saying, oh my gosh, these people, they're dying so young. And I'm like, well, yeah, they are actually.
I think we're drinking we're definitely surrounded by more toxins than ever. And then we're drinking like higher potency alcohol. We're drinking it more frequently. It's probably more accessible. I don't know, like stores are open later and just promoting consumerism. I don't know.
And
Like we lost a lot of people to alcohol, but I can see how when you get the diagnosis, like you're used to stress coping with alcohol, and then you get the most stressful news of your life, and then so you have to cope with alcohol. How are you going to just stop then? Like, you would think, but you have no other resources because you're used to that method of coping.
Yeah.
And did they know? Like, do you know if they knew ahead of time?
Yeah, that's what I don't really know if it was like a known medical, if it was happening and they kind of dismissed it, or if it was just unknown and they didn't know, I don't really know particularly for some of the cases.
And there's been many.
Yeah.
I think our first one with the lady I lived with, I think she was a combo of like depression, drugs, alcohol. She probably didn't mean to, but she drank like we did and probably didn't know what was going on. Couldn't feel anything, lost her judgment. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was the saddest, worst thing, and her daughter had to find her.
Yeah.
So that sucks. And then you had a friend who was super sick in the hospital, and then she got sober for a minute.
Yeah.
And you don't know how she's doing now?
Which one? Oh. Yeah, I don't really know. again, it's like, yeah, it's just the addictive part of it that you think, oh, well, you know, I can go back to it or something. I'm healed now.
It happens so much. Like, the relapse is so frustrating to me because, like, hello, you had it. You had it in your hand and you let it go. Why? What was so important, you know?
I know.
I know.
That freaks me out.
And it progresses fast, fast.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I think that's why it's just easier for me to just don't do it at all versus the years I tried to like moderate. Like me just being like, nope, nothing at all is way easier than me saying, oh, is this acceptable? Okay, did I do too many? Now, you know, and that's just like the mind tricks that I had to
Yeah, it's that
navigate.
Math gymnastics you were talking.
Gymnastics.
But it's true. You're like, okay, how many drinks can I have? Okay, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I know, like when my husband relapsed after 10 years of sobriety. 10 years. Our marriage, like, we didn't get married until after we were both sober. We had kids, and then he was getting that FOMO or whatever. Well, it's because there's like one sober friend that he'd been hanging out with the most relapsed, and then so he got just sucked into it. Hard not to, I guess.
Yeah.
So that really sucks for him. Like, I feel for him. But like, hello, I'm sober and I'm your friend. Like, I'm right here with you. And then so it's like, oh, well, I just want to have one celebratory beer.
That's
right.
It always starts.
It starts with, I'm like, it's never one. That is the spark that starts the wildfire. It's never one. Was it one? No. It was months, several times throughout the couple months. And the last time, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning drinking homemade moonshine with somebody he despises. And then came home. And I was like, you, what? Like, I thought you just wanted one beer to celebrate. It's like, this is not okay.
Yeah. Well, and that's why when people say, oh, just have one, I have to think back. And I'm like,
ever just one.
I've never, since the first day I ever drank alcohol behind the bar at our house, I don't think I have ever had just one. And I don't think I've ever drank alcohol without getting at least a buzz, you know? Like, there's some people that drink alcohol and they're like, I've never actually been drunk, but like, I've had a beer, you know, whatever. What? I've never had that. I've always finished off the job.
Yeah.
Like, I've never just had one. That's why it's so stupid when people are like, you could just have one. No, I can't. I mean, you can, maybe, but I've never had just one. Unless it was one
in
bottle.
front of you. It's one in front of you, and then I'll go hide over there and drink another one. Be like, see, I did it. I only drank one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too hard. And then, like, in his case, you know, like, he was so, well, he's like, well, I did it. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. Okay. And then I was not supportive, you know, I was like, it's never just one. It's never just one.
No.
Ever. And it wasn't. Like, okay, maybe it was just one that day, but that led to a several-month relapse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hard to, I don't like to think that those, like, when you have a slip up or whatever, relapse is such an official word. I like to call it a slip up. It's a little softer.
I am not soft on his drinking.
I'm talking about myself. But yeah, so like
an oopsie daisy.
Yeah, like a little oops.
I have a
slipped into a bottle of vodka. But anytime I've had one of those, I've never, like, it doesn't take away from the sober days. Okay, so that's also, it reminds me of something else. Like, you get to keep those, right? You get to keep your sober days. You don't have to start all the way over. But I kind of played that game for a while where I would, like, okay, this is it. And then I would go back and drink and whatever. So then at that point, I'm like, okay, you know what? Instead of putting pressure on myself, I'm just gonna mark my calendar. So I would mark my calendar like a red dot every day I did drink. And so then over time, I would like look at the calendar and I'd be like, oh, well, I only drank 4 times this month, you know?
See?
And
Math gymnastics.
it was a good visual tool because like
You're
some
very
months I'm like,
visual.
oh my gosh, that's a lot of red dots. But then other times it wasn't. And so it just was easier for me instead of like counting the days and then every time you drink, you'd be like, dang it, I broke my streak, you know? I was just like kind of going off of like, okay, I've only drank this many times this month. I felt like that was kind of a nice tool in the beginning. More so, I wasn't ready to fully quit, but I wanted to cut back. And so that was a way that I could visually try to cut back. Obviously, like, there's a transition you have to go through. Also, medically, because you could die if you try to withdraw, if you're like deep into it, you know?
For sure.
And I
You can't
definitely
wean off alcohol because not the way we drink.
Well,
It's hard.
I was just a binge drinker, so like I didn't necessarily drink every day, but when I would drink, it would be heavily.
Right.
But if you're like an everyday drinker, you should definitely be careful when you wean off.
Which is hard because if you're a daily drinker, you're addicted and you can't wean, obviously. So you need to seek medical attention for that, seriously.
Yeah.
I had a friend whose dad died of that, and and it sucks. You do need medical attention. You
And
need
that's
certain
really sad
medication.
because they
So
are
sad.
like trying to do the thing.
Yeah.
And then they, you know, die from doing the thing. Yeah.
I know,
So either
getting
way,
sober.
it's just not a good situation.
No, just drink water.
Zevia. Brought to you by Zevia.
You're welcome to sponsor the show if you want.
Yeah.
So okay, so I know how you feel about you don't lose your sober date, and most people would disagree with you. That's very controversial, but I see what you're saying. Like, okay, so like if like, you know, my husband, should I say, like, he's been sober for a couple months when indeed he's been sober for 10 years, but he had a few months break.
And that's just
You
too
know?
hard to explain.
It is hard to explain. So
And that's why I was embarrassed to even share that I'm sober until I really knew it was going to be like official. And you know, and that's like accountability too. But yeah, it's like, oh, once you put it out there and then you're like, well, I've only drank 4 times this year, you know, like people it doesn't hold as much credit, I feel
exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But 10 years it does count. That time counted.
It definitely counts.
It counted, but now he's starting the clock all over.
I disagree.
You think he's been sober for like 11 years now?
Yeah, he's been sober for 11 years. He had a little slip up.
It caused a lot of havoc in
No,
my life.
it is. It's a problem, but I try to keep it positive. It's tricky.
Well, you do. And then so on the like receiving end of it, like, is it about me? Yeah, it's about me when he drinks, right? Like, we did this thing and built this life together, and he's like, what? You know, I try to channel my inner Scott. Catherine's husband is
he's wonderful.
Wonderful and supportive, and he'll call her out in like a way that doesn't make her feel bad. Whereas I get so mad. And that's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that just as bad? He's like, this reaction is just as bad as my drinking. And I'm like, but your drinking sparked this reaction.
It's your fault. I know. And Scott is good for that. I don't know what makes him that way, but he internalizes a lot of stuff and he doesn't really like explode. He's very non-judgmental too. I think he really allows people to like figure it out on their own almost. But since I am his wife, you know, him being honest with me about parts of my drinking was life-changing for me, you know.
And you probably listened and received it because of how he approached it.
That too.
You know, any credibility that I had went out the door because of how I reacted, I think. But I guess I feel like this burden, like, well, if I act like I'm calm, then it's like giving him the green light that it's okay. It's so
I
weird.
know.
And it's so weird on the sober end. Like, yeah, I got sober. I've been through all the problems myself. I know how hard it is. But now that I'm on this side of it, I'm like, how dare you let your disease control your life, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's hard.
And it's like they say, like, it cycles too. Like, you could be
Mhm.
in the very beginning, they always say it's like the rose-colored glasses, everything's like, oh, feels so good, I'm not hungover, and then you have to navigate like your first everything. So like your first holidays, your first like grieving process, like all those things can be triggering. And then sometimes in just life in general, you change and you're like, oh, maybe I don't want this part of it. But
That's hard. That's a really hard life to live, for sure. And then forever, it took me a long time to get over the like, oh my gosh, every time he goes out, he's gonna drink, like paranoia and like anxiety attacks whenever he goes out. And it took a long time.
I wonder if Scott feels that way about me. Because I go out. So if I'm like, oh, I'm at the tavern, I wonder, I don't think he worries about it, but I always wonder if he wonders about it, where he's like, I want, but he would be able to tell. I wasn't fooling anyone. I thought I was. All these years, I thought I was tricking him, but no, he knew.
He's really good. I need to just probably call him when I'm in a crisis mode.
Yeah, for anything.
Like, how do I respond to this?
Yeah. Yeah, he is very good in that way.
He is good. But hopefully that's all in our past again. Huh, honey? He's coming around.
Listen.
No, he doesn't listen. He say whatever he wants. I know. Yeah, I think that is in the past. And like, as it's gotten farther away, immediately after, like in the actual immediate, like, after the alcohol wears off, like 4 a.m. or whatever, he's like, oh my gosh, what have I done? And I'm so sorry. And then like a week goes by and that amnesia kicks in and he's like, it's not that bad, is it? Like, but then more time goes by and he's like, oh my gosh, I really slipped. Not only did I drink, then I was like eating the candy up there and like the junk food and like the chicken strips, like stuff we don't eat normally. And so it was like multifaceted, like there's way more to it, like than just alcohol. It's like poor decision making,
self-sabotage too. You're like, I already screwed up, I might as well go a little further with it,
I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of that too.
I know. But it is good. The further he gets, he's like, okay, that was really, really dumb. Like,
That's good. Yeah. I know. There's still things that pop up that I probably pushed down with alcohol, just that I was shameful of or whatever. And then it like constantly things are always popping up. You're like, oh man, I thought I removed that one from my mind.
It's funny. So you never did like AA or anything, but you say stuff like that, and like you're going through the same steps that you're doing it anyway to heal. You're really good about that. Like you don't even know what they are, but stuff like that, like you're removing your character flaw. I cannot speak today. You're removing your character flaws, and that's one of the steps.
Yeah, and you do get the feeling, like the urge to apologize to people. Like I feel that so strongly all the time. And I'm like, how do you even approach it? And like, do they even care? Like there's so many embarrassing things that I would do. And I'm like, I wish, there's no way I can take it back, but I do wish there was a way of like apologizing. But then I'm like, is it like my ego that I want to apologize? So I just haven't. So sorry, guys, to anybody. Sorry to all of you.
Umbrella, sorry.
Probably not going to get an apology. Because, it's like, is it my ego that I want to apologize? Or is it the shame? Or will they care? Do they know?
Sometimes, I think you take it situation by situation, right? Like, if you stole money, like you should repay it. You know, if you feel like that person, you're just rubbing salt in the wound, then leave it be. You know, I had this girl, I used to work with her, right? Like she was one of my clients, and I would just take her out like shopping or whatever she wanted to do. She was an autistic girl, and we would go out like twice a week or whatever it was for a while. And then I quit my job through the agency, but I never really told her bye. I just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
And then, so when I got sober, I was like thinking about it, and like, because after that, like I did get a letter from her mom saying like, what's going on?
Oh.
You know, you're really important to her. And I like kept that letter for a long time, but I was like, the shame. I was just like, oh my gosh, I just like disappeared on her. I treated her like a job, not a friend, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And so finally, when I got sober, I wrote her a letter and I said, I'm sorry I got sick for a while and I didn't mean to leave you hanging like that, you know? So I apologized to her. I didn't obviously need to tell her the entire story, but I just told her I was sick and that I was still thinking about her and cared about her.
Yeah,
You know?
that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I pondered over that one for a long time. Like, how am I going to do this? And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a few jobs there that I probably should have apologized. But, you know, that's fine. I'm sure they knew. Again, you think you're hiding something, but I'm sure they knew. I mean, I never did anything too crazy, but one time I got day drunk and fell on my face in the ice. I was walking with my hands in my pockets, fell, broke my glasses, busted my eye, and lied to everybody. Told them I just ran into a door, you know, like so stupid. And I could have just said I fell on the ice.
I know.
Like,
so you didn't run into a door?
No, I never ran into the door.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you didn't know
I
that?
didn't know that.
No, I just fell walking home from the
They're
bar.
both equally as stupid.
Yeah.
But the ice is actually less stupid because that happens.
But the craziest part of that whole day, like, it's funny now looking back, but I literally didn't know that I busted my face until I got home and like used the bathroom later in the, you know, like an hour or so. And I like go into the bathroom and I see in the mirror, my glasses were missing a lens. And I had blood dripping down my face, and I didn't even know.
You were walking around like that.
I was walking around like I probably looked like a zombie. People were like, nobody stopped. Like, that was so crazy.
That was so bad. That was like a God sign, though, because you were supposed to pick up my daughter that day. Who knows if you would have? No, there's no chance.
There's no chance. I was night by 11 a.m.
I know, but good thing you fell because that made it like for sure you did not.
Oh yeah. No,
but that's how it is. That's how alcohol. I don't blame you. Like, that's just the stupid alcohol.
Yeah.
You're stupid.
But yeah, and then like, you know, I go to work and my poor boss is like, what, that looks like an injury, you know, I'm required to report certain things. Like, it looks like it could have been like, he basically was asking me if I was in a domestic abuse situation.
My gosh.
And I was too ashamed to be like, no, I'm just a drunk. Like,
But you slipped on the ice too. Like, that's a totally reasonable thing, and you concocted this whole plan.
Because that's how the brain works. Yeah.
I know.
I know. Well, and I low-key forgot. Like, I got flashbacks after I sobered up and was like, oh, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. There's a bloody patch on the ice.
Yeah, I mean, at least that's what I think what happened. Maybe I got hit by a car or something. I don't know. I don't know. But then there was another time, too, where, like, yeah, I mean, I was definitely a sloppy drinker, too. Like, I would drink and then just, like I thought it was fun to, like, fall, you know? Like, whatever. Oh, I'm so silly. But I remember crossing a crosswalk one time, and I fell, and I basically was belly flopped in the middle of a crosswalk on, like, a busy road, and couldn't physically get back. And cars were like stopping, and they were like, are you okay? And I'm like, oh, like, couldn't even speak, and just belly flopped on the road. Like, could you imagine if that's how I went out? Got hit by a car in a crosswalk because I was too drunk to stand back up.
Like, yeah. So does that happen to that homeless guy like a while back?
Yeah,
They got run over and then run over again because they're just like laying in the crosswalk.
Yeah, I mean, when that was, I mean, it was definitely, and you're like, oh, I mean, at least I was just walking home, but then it's like the walk home is so dangerous, and I would feel so bad if somebody did hit me, and then they have to live with that, you know? So, like, even though you're like, I'm not driving, I'm safe, you're not safe.
No.
Not the way I was walking home.
No, you could walk out into traffic, well, lay down in front of traffic.
Or the guy that
How did nobody save you?
They pulled over. I probably eventually got up.
Pull you out of the road?
Yeah, probably. I literally was belly flopped. I could not, like, you know, when your legs and your body just doesn't function, I could not physically get up. I was flopping around like a dead fish. Like, I could not get up.
I remember crawling around my college dorm, like same thing, like I can't stand. And I was like crawling around and they're like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm great.
Yeah.
Crawling, like.
Yeah.
And didn't realize my drinking was not normal. Because everybody was drinking Everclear, but I was the only one crawling.
It's college. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I was just sloppy. But that was like where I wanted to get. Like I wanted to get that drunk.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't that weird?
That's how like my brain was like, oh, we gotta get like there was
wasted.
Yeah, it was like that was the end goal for some reason, which is crazy. Like no wonder I ended up starting drinking alone at home because it was safer. I wouldn't fall in a crosswalk. I could just fall in my own house, like whatever.
It's so stupid. I know. Let's get as drunk as we can.
I mean, I'm clumsy without alcohol, so it was never really a good combination.
No, probably not. How did you feel like at the baseball game when it was like, cheer for beer?
Cheap beer!
Oh, and then they were like, what's more American than a hot dog and a beer? And I'm like, ugh. Like you feel unpatriotic if you don't drink and eat their hot dogs?
I don't feel patriotic anyways.
Our dad sung the national anthem. You didn't feel a little patriotic?
Yeah, I did at that moment. I felt like a true American.
Until the cheap beer sign came out.
I know. I
was like,
it is so stupid. It's very frat boy, you know, like I saw this guy driving a big old truck, and on the back sticker, it had a Twisted Tea sticker. And I'm like, on your truck, you have a Twisted Tea? Like, I was just like, that's really silly. I'm trying to think if I ever represented a type of alcohol, like, strongly enough to have a bumper sticker of it.
I'm pretty sure we had, like, a Corona shirt or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something.
That is kind of a funny thing. Or remember like when you used to save bottles and decorate your house with empty liquor bottles, even though they were like cheap plastic liquor bottles. Yeah. Anything like with the paraphernalia looked cool, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, the baseball, like it's silly to cheers for more beer. Cheap beer is what the cheer was.
Yeah.
What should we have cheersed instead?
USA. It was the 4th of July on the 250th birthday. And we're cheering for beer. I'm like, okay, Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of beer belly Homer Simpsons in the crowd.
Yeah.
Right. It's annoying that that's like linked with
it's
America.
It's just not deep. It's very shallow.
It's so shallow.
It's all very shallow.
Beer and hot dogs. Yeah. And then my husband gets like the FOMO and he's like, well.
So he got a hot dog.
So I got him a hot dog for sure. Because it's what you do on 4th of July.
Yeah.
It's hard and it's hard. We're stuck in this cycle and then we're like, I don't want to say approaching yet, but like I had to do my schedule for fall and I was going to take off Halloween because I love Halloween. And then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that after all. We're just going to celebrate. We'll go to the pumpkin patch or something, but like we're going to go door to door and ask for candy that I'm just going to throw away.
Yeah.
Like I'm not into it. So
haunted house would be better.
We'll do something fun, but I don't feel like I need to do that anymore because like it's like the sobriety is it's a blessing and a curse. Your life gets so much better, but you're cursed with like the knowledge. Like you've stepped into a higher frequency than the people who are still stuck in the candy and beer zone.
That's why that book by Anna Grace, what's it called? I have it. It's over on the shelf over there. Let me think about that.
Not the one we just did for our book club.
No, that was horrible. No, Anna Grace, it's a really, the first chapter, she says, you don't have to be sober to read this book, but it will change your mind by the end of it.
Nice.
And it didn't, I mean, I read it the first time I got, you know, sober-ish or whatever. And it tells you, it debunks all of the things we believe in. Like, oh, liquid courage, you know? She explains that liquid courage, actually, it makes your self-esteem go down over time.
Yeah.
So what we think, oh, liquid courage, we're going to drink and then I'll feel more outgoing or whatever. It actually does quite the opposite. And it just, so then one chapter was about, you know, all stuff like that and how.
The Naked Mind?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great book. That one,
All right.
it really did open my eyes to things because you're reading it and then you find out that all these things we thought about alcohol were true are not true at all.
It makes sense.
And then it is hard to go back to drinking the same way you did when you have all of this information in front of you and you're like, oh wow, I can't unlearn it. Unfortunately, I've wanted to in the past to unlearn all that stuff, but you can't unlearn it, what you know.
No, and especially like when you're actually watching people around, like you're out of the bubble and you're watching the people like doing the same thing, making the same dumb choices, like to step out of that and like just to go back in and be like, oh, okay, I'm back. Haha, just kidding.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine?
Yeah, because I did it a few times. And then you're like going against part of what your own wisdom, you know?
Yes.
And that feels really contradicting going against what you know in your heart.
I felt like such a hypocrite yesterday when I got like the stupid candy for the piñata. And like immediately I was gathering it and tossing it all in the trash. But it's like, okay, I spent the money, gave it to that industry just so I could like have it fly around and then throw it away. But it's like, I couldn't imagine like it would be the same thing drinking. Like, okay, I've been preaching sobriety for this long and now all of a sudden I'm drinking. Like, like there's certain things I do. That's why I'm so open about it. Because I do want the world to hold me accountable.
I do too. Yeah, I'm to that point now where I'm like, oh, I've gone too far to go back to it. And I've seen what happens when you go back to it. I've also seen what happens when you continue to drink for long periods of time. Like, I don't think it's not worth it. Yeah, it'd have to be. And that's the thing, like, if you, like, I don't know. I would not go back to it.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
So what are some like daily rituals that you do to maintain that sobriety?
It doesn't even cross my mind a lot. It really doesn't. I thought that like every day in the beginning you think about it and then you're like, I have to find something to distract myself. I shop a lot. I shop way too much. But filling up my cart online is way better than going to the liquor store.
Yeah.
No, there's certain things I've replaced it with, but that does, like, the daily thought of, oh my gosh, like, what am I going to do with myself? That goes away. At least it went away quicker for me this time around. Probably, again, because this has been a few years coming.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, you think about it every single day, multiple times a day. You have like physical triggers where you're like, your body, you can feel a sensation where you're like, I need to go have a drink. And there can be days, a full week that goes by before I even think about it. I have beer in my fridge.
You do?
I have a beer in my fridge. I have never even. I have a liquor cabinet with wine up there. We don't even touch it.
Nice.
It's because it's stupid. I mean, it's nice, thanks to my friends, but when they come over for a party, you know, like they bring alcohol, and I'm, again, you know, what my husband, if he wants to drink, he can drink. And so then when they bring out, so then I'm like, well, I'm not gonna drink it. So then we just stash it in the cabinet and it stays there forever.
Till
And
you can offer it to them next time.
yeah, when they come back over, I bring it back out.
Oh my gosh, could you
do you guys
imagine
want some?
if you were like, I'm just gonna have that one beer, and then all of a sudden you're drinking all the wine and everything in the whole liquor cabinet?
It would be like
It would be
that.
like that for sure.
It definitely would be like that.
Oh my gosh.
But it doesn't, I don't think about it anymore.
You know, did you notice, like last night we had that barbecue for Harley's birthday party? One person brought his own beer. Oh my gosh, it actually looked really good. It was like
a Modelo,
and it was
a red beer,
watermelon.
Oh, what?
Watermelon
That
michelada. It looked
Yep.
so good.
We
But
can make
he
a
was-
virgin one.
I know, we will. He was just quiet about it. He just drank it. Like, nobody said anything. But instead of bringing beer, now everybody's bringing cakes and pies and sugars. And I'm like, I told you, bring water.
I brought sugar-free
I
pie.
know, you did such a good job. It's just so funny. Like, they have to bring something, and it has to be, like, unhealthy.
Yeah, well, that's
Not that I'm not grateful. Like, I'm very grateful for everybody wanting to participate, you know, and, like, it all got eaten. No worries.
Yeah.
But it is funny. And, like, I did that when I got sober. I replaced it. Okay, at first I drank NA beers, and then I went to kombucha, and then I, like, totally replaced it with sugar, but I was still doing, like, the alcoholic behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I'm going to go get a scone. Okay, I'm just going to get 2 scones. Okay, I'm going to get, like, 4 scones because I'm going to have 2 for tomorrow, but now I'm going to eat all 4 today because I can't not.
I know.
And I still do a little bit of that. Not with the scones because now I'm not eating them, but, like, it creeps. It's, like, creeping up now.
Yeah, the way I consume drinks is, I mean, like I still chug soda
I saw
or whatever.
you had a cooler full and you drank several drinks last night.
I brought 3.
Yeah.
I was there for 3 hours. That's a drink an hour.
I know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you made sure to bring your own drinks.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
you had to have something besides like water or whatever I had to
yeah.
provide.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so that's one of those things where I definitely I'm constantly drinking and drinking. I need to have something to drink.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Fine.
It's
You can
fine.
drink.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I don't know if that will go away anytime soon, but that's okay. I'm staying hydrated.
Yeah.
Kind of. With Diet Coke.
I know. And that's why I switched to decaffeinated coffee. Because I'm like, I probably shouldn't drink 800 milligrams of coffee a day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so I'm doing the decaf because I drink coffee alcoholically.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I know.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. That's just, it's a personality trait at this point for me. I don't know how can I really train that? Because I'm trying to think in other ways. What?
I just really want to get addicted to exercise.
It's really hard.
Come on, it's so hard. I've never been addicted to exercise.
I know.
Like, come on. Why does it got to be like alcohol and then sugar and like all the bad stuff? Because it's easier.
Yeah, but it is possible. You just gotta.
People are. I see like those people running in the ice with their yak tracks on when it's 30 degrees out, and I'm like,
Or in the
that's
heat,
ridiculous.
it's like 90 degrees out, and they're out there running.
Yeah, I think that's addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to be that addicted. I just want to exercise.
Yeah.
I just got to do it.
Yeah, it's hard to train your brain into not being over excessive. Because I even like I said with the shopping, I can't go get groceries without stopping at the thrift store.
I can't go to work without stopping at Natural Grocers. I am in there every single day.
I don't need any of
nothing.
it, but the thrill of buying it is fixing some part of my addictive behavior.
I know.
Yeah, and that can get dangerous. That's why people get addicted to gambling, like all kinds of stuff.
I know. And then the AA people will tell you that's why you have to go through the steps, because you're fixing like these are symptoms of something going on with you. So we have something. But I don't know if that's true. I feel fine.
I don't think that's true either. I literally think it's a genetic, like, I think it developed in me. I don't know if that came genetically because of my ancestors, but I think honestly something developed. Well, I do believe that alcohol is progressive, because when I started drinking at like 20, or like, I mean, we dabbled in it when we were like teenagers, but like when I was drinking, when I first turned 21, like, I kind of drank like a normal 21-year-old, like, in a lot of ways. But then by the time I turned 30, I was a mess. So I'm like, how was I more mature drinking at 21 than I am now, you know?
It's progressive.
Because I really felt like it was progressive, and I feel like because I got away with stuff for so long that I kept getting away with it. So I never had any like repercussion, no consequences. Yeah.
I got blacked out drunk the first time I drank. Like in Ireland. My parents sent me there because I was hanging out with a bad crowd, and then I started drinking in Ireland.
Oh my gosh.
I know, and then I came back, and I was like, but I don't feel like it is. Like, it was problematic drinking, but at the same time, everybody else was drinking the same way. So I don't really know it was wrong. And then the blacked out stuff, I didn't remember, so I didn't know I was doing that. So I just thought I was drinking and having fun with everybody.
Well, and the blacking out is so scary. And I read something one time that there's something that happens to your brain when you black out that it makes you more susceptible to blacking out in the future. Yeah. And towards the end, I felt like I wasn't drinking enough alcohol worthy enough of a blackout, but I'd still black out. And it was happening all the time. And I'm like, my brain was just starting to shut off, and I'd be like, I really would have to like calculate how much I drank last night, and I'm like, it really wasn't worthy of blacking out parts of the night. How do I not remember? And that's just terrifying. Also, this is really embarrassing. I thought about this recently. I lied to an ex-boyfriend. This is deep shit. I've never even told you. I lied to an ex-boyfriend. And I had told him, because I had blacked out one night and made a fool of myself, and I had told him that I mixed it with pills. I've never mixed anything with pills. I've never even been into pills ever in my life.
You just told him that because you're so embarrassed about the drinking? Because
it made more sense to be blacked out from a mixture of alcohol and pills than it did to just be drunk. That's some deep shit.
That's the gymnastics that goes on in your head. It's so crazy.
So I lied to him, and I was like, oh, like, so embarrassed. I took some pills last night. So now he thinks I'm like some pill taker. I've never taken a pill in my entire life. And
wow.
Yeah, so then, and like, but it was, in my head, it made more sense for me to be blacked out off of Xanax and alcohol than it did to just be a dumb blackout drunk.
I could see that happening.
Isn't that nuts? And that's the kind of thing I want to admit that to him, but that's just my ego, right? Like, he's going to be like, I don't care at all. Leave me alone. Delete my phone number, please. But for me, I'm like, I wish I could explain to him, like, I lied to you then too. I was just a really bad drunk.
Yeah, I think maybe that one is a little ego. Like, that won't do him any...
No.
He won't be better for knowing that.
No. He's like, wow, you're just even sadder. What a sad girl.
You still think about that? I never gave it two thoughts. I was also on pills and alcohol.
Yeah, totally. But for me, that made it was more acceptable. So, yeah, that kind of thing. That's so nuts.
Yeah, but it's totally understandable because that's how much your mind gets warped on alcohol.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
But yeah, the blacking out, like, if you're a blackout drinker, it's so dangerous, and it just becomes more and more. Yeah.
I think your liver has harder and harder time processing the alcohol. So it
And
just
it
goes.
said it does something to your brain where
Yeah.
you just like it automatically, since you've reached that like turn off point,
Yeah.
it like turns off quicker
hmm
the more you do it.
It's like, oh, this is what we're doing. Okay, I know this.
But then
It's like
that was
signals
kind
it
of the
quicker.
goal for my drinking a lot, was like
Yeah.
I wanted to black out. Like, I don't know, I didn't physically want to, but like that was like I had to get there somehow.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? I didn't like blacking out. I did not want to black out, but I wanted to drink
Until
and
you blacked
drink
out.
and drink.
Yeah. Yeah, I never wanted to. And then it's like, yeah, it's so dangerous too. And, you kind of have to, like, you're piecing things together, and then you can't really be, yeah, there's like so much. That was like, yeah, probably one of the worst times was just like all the destruction that was happening during that time where I was on autopilot.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. And dangerously, like when you are an expert level, as I was, people don't know that you're blacked out. So then they think you're just like you're good, and they think you're on the same level as them, and really you're so far gone. And like that gets complicated too,
It
you
does.
know?
Yeah.
And I've been on the other side of that too, where I'm like, you don't remember last night? Last night was so fun. And that's like so frustrating because you're like, what? You don't remember anything? But then I became that person too. So it, we all get there at some point.
Yeah. I know. Black is super scary. I'm like, where's your consciousness at that time? Like, is it like, because you don't dream.
No, you don't do anything. Your brain's mush.
Yeah. So, like, is your consciousness like just floating there? Like, are you trying to kill me? It's weird.
Interesting. Yeah, that's
It's
when
probably
the
bad. It's probably
sleep
bad for
paralysis
soul.
demon comes out.
Yikes. Tell us one of your sleep paralysis, the scariest one.
I also always yell your name.
Because I was your drinking buddy.
No, I don't know what it is. Well, the sleep paralysis, they always say it looks very similar. If you look up like images that people have made of a sleep paralysis demon, they all look similar. But mine was like, I was black like a black trash bag, and it had long black fingers. And that was kind of all I remember, but it would just be this like masculine black fingered demon sitting on your chest, and you can't move, and you know where you are, you know what's happening, you're trying to like fight, but you can't because you're frozen. But then it's also very confusing because you don't know if it's like real life or not. And so then you're trying to yell, and I would just, what I thought was me yelling is really me going, ooh, ooh, and like you can't speak or anything. And so then finally you get one good Jolene, and then hopefully you're with somebody that can fully wake you up or be there to support you when you do finally get up. But yeah, the sleep paralysis there's not like one in particular I remember. It was
The
just
Patty one? What about Patty?
that was more
She
of a
was?
terror. She wasn't really Patsy.
Patsy, but she was after drinking too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Patsy's,
sounds
she's been
creepy.
around. Patsy, that's a fun story, I'll tell you. So I had a dream one night that I discovered that there was a spare bedroom inside of our greenhouse, and there was a single mattress bed in there. And I remember being upset with Scott and being like, what the heck? Why didn't you tell me that there's a spare room in the greenhouse? And so I laid down in there one day to take a nap, and this girl, and her hand, she was all black, and she was wearing a beige dress, and she had long, like, she looked like the girl from The Ring, Samara or whatever her name was. And
Worst.
she started at my feet, and she started crawling up my body, and she was patting me with her hands up my body, and she finally gets like up to my face. So I kind of felt like maybe it could have been a form of a sleep paralysis, but it was more that was just a bad dream. And
so
she
scary.
would get right up to my face with her long hair, and so I'm flailing in my sleep trying to get away from this creepy woman, and then I wake up my husband, and he is so funny and witty and quick, and this is like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I wake him up. Oh, I just had the worst dream ever. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And I said there was a girl, and she was in the greenhouse, and he said, "Oh, so you met my daughter?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And it was so creepy. And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, she was all black, and she was crawling up my body. And he said, "Oh, she was black because she's never had a bath before." And I'm like, "What the hell is your problem? What are you talking about?" And then I said, she was patting me with her hands, and it was so creepy. And he said, "Ah, Patsy."
That almost sounds like part of the dream. Like you thought you woke up, and because what a weird thing for him to say.
Oh, he went on and he's laughing. And I said, "Patsy." And he goes, "Careful, pat cakes will get you." And we can laugh about it now, but I'm like, that was not the way you should handle a sleep paralysis dream. But it makes for a funny story.
Oh, that's so creepy. That's enough to keep you sober, though. Not having
Those
dreams.
Yeah. It's clockwork. And the last couple times that I did drink, I would have them. And I'm like, it's unbelievable. And then I haven't had a single one since.
But we were just saying how you don't dream when you're blacked out, but you have those demons sitting on you when you're blacked out.
I dream when I would black out.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe not blackout, but I actually dream less now.
Weird.
Yeah, I know. That does seem weird to me. I've been trying to figure that out, but I dream.
You can't remember what you did the night before, but you remember your dreams.
Yeah. Sometimes.
That's weird.
Yeah, because it's like your brain is, I don't know, dreams are so bizarre. Yeah, but I never, like, some of those dream premonitions that I've had, I wouldn't have had those. That's why, like, the dreams I do have nowadays are they're more clear and meaningful, or, they actually have message behind them versus when I would have,
scattered and chaotic.
Yeah.
And terrifying. That sounds scary.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds so scary. Well, yay for sobriety and sober dreams and sober living.
Yeah.
And sorry for your recent loss of your friend to alcoholism. That really, really sucks.
Yeah.
Really
That
sucks.
does really suck. I know. It's just a shocker. It's like you can't comprehend that it would happen to somebody so young, too.
I know.
Yeah.
So,
It's cool, though, that there is a shift, and like I said, it's like I've noticed myself when you're like, "Oh yeah, I don't drink anymore." They're like, "Oh, I don't drink either." "Oh yeah, I don't drink either." And like that's kind of cool to see that coming forward. Plus, like the younger generations, like Harley's age, like they're not interested in drinking like we did.
I know. It's really refreshing.
I mean, they're doing other stuff.
They're doing other stupid
but
stuff.
They're not doing the dumb ride that we did for so long.
It's unfortunate it took me so long to learn, but I'm glad I finally did.
Yeah, it's cool. I met a guy over the summer, and he there was a group and everybody was talking about, their struggles with alcohol. And he said, yeah, I've been sober for 36 years. And I'm like, you're still
Cool.
counting. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That
Like,
is so
how did
cool.
he know I mean, maybe he's just really good at math, but he's like, how did he know off the top of his head that was 36 years? Like, that's a long time. And I remember actually meeting a guy years ago when I was drinking, and he was this old guy, and he would come to these shows. One of the bars would have live music like every week, and he would come to these shows and he would dance with us, and he like would teach us how to swing or whatever. And he was old, and he said, I've been sober for like forever, like 60 years or something like that.
Oh my
And
gosh.
same thing to him. I'm like, oh my gosh. Or like I met a couple residents, and I opened up to one of them, and I said, yeah, I don't drink anymore. And he said, yeah, I never really got into it either. It made me lose control. And he was kind of a structured man, and he always, being out of control wasn't for him. And I always thought, like, wow, how interesting to have like made that decision in his 20s to say, oh yeah, like it made me lose control, and to like have that thought of like, I'm not going to do it anymore. I just felt like even the nights that I didn't like it, I'm like determined to make this work almost. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, no, it's not weird. It's totally normal.
I'm like, oh, well, everybody else can do it. Like, I can figure this out. Like, I was determined to be able to continue to do it, even though, And that was the part of the alcohol that I did like, was losing control. But I also, when they talk to you about like getting sober, oh, you've got some deep trauma and stuff. Yeah, sure. We all have trauma, but like, I've done a lot of internal work, and I still don't know what drove me to start drinking in the first place. I don't think it was anything in particular. I think you continue to drink because you've got some shame from stuff, but for me personally, I don't remember, or maybe I haven't worked through that yet, where I figured out like why I started drinking. I think it was just the progression, that it was normalized, it was fun, and then your body gets kind of hooked on it.
I think so too. For me, like, yeah, there was not like one trauma and I was like, oh, I'm gonna drink. It was just like, it's around.
Yeah.
All my friends are doing it. I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think your quality of friends has shifted since you stopped drinking?
I don't have friends.
There you go.
Don't have any. The friends I do have, actually, it's really cool because, well, I'm trying to meet everybody where they are. And that's like a hard pill to swallow. But yeah, because, it's like nobody wants to hang out with somebody that's sober and then although it is really ironic because I will be sober and I will go and hang out with people that are not sober, and then they always are asking me about being sober, and I'm like, this is not the time to talk about this. We're at the bar drinking. Like, why do you want to talk to me about me being so, like, come on, I'll just pretend. Let's just move on from this, you know? But that does come up. But my friendships, again, I think that's the shift that I'm seeing. A lot of my friends are getting sober. And so
Nice. Cool.
whether, like we can all kind of connect, like some of my friends are, oh yeah, well we've cut back a lot too, and like we used to all drink together and now none of us drink. So it is kind of interesting to see. Yeah, like the last party we had, 2 of the 5 people there brought NA beers for themselves. And I'm like, oh, see, like that felt like, wow, we're all getting kind of aligned in the right place. Not that I really don't, I care in the long run, but like if you can be a normal drinker, I don't really care that you're drinking. But yeah, it is like a really nice, refreshing feeling to like have somebody come over with NA beers and,
I love that.
Yeah. And my goal is to kind of just like when I do socialize or I go to a concert or something, like I want to blend in. Like I will ask the bartender for like a kombucha in a glass because
Yeah.
I don't want people to ask questions. I don't want them to, nobody's paying attention anyway, so nobody cares.
Yeah.
I always thought they would. Like, what are you drinking? Nobody cares. I'm sure you're at Shirley Temple. They don't care.
I guess it depends on your friends, because Dylan's friends are like very, very
Observant of that.
observant. Like, you have to drink, man. Come on, you gotta drink. Like, they'll like even like buy it and buy him a steak dinner and like try to lure him into it. I'm like, why do you care so much?
Yeah.
That means like you're uncomfortable with your own drinking.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they feel like the need to explain to you, like, well,
Yeah.
I haven't drank in a long time, but they have a drink in their hand, and I'm like, I didn't
barely
ask.
ever drink.
Yeah, I didn't ask. I don't care, They're like, oh, yeah, I'm just having one tonight. I haven't had one in a while. I'm like, I didn't ask at all. I don't
So
care.
weird how I bump into you the rare occasion that you drink.
I know, and that's very common. I get that one a lot. But yeah, and when people are trying to encourage you to drink, yeah, I think it's to take the shock after you. But like your excuse for not drinking should be fine. Being like, I have to drive to La Pine,
Yeah.
but you still want me to drink?
They don't honor that. They don't care. Especially because they're already a few beers in. They're driving back too.
Well, I have to drive too. Well, then you should stop drinking.
Yeah. Neither of us should be drinking.
Yeah. That should be enough.
It's really sad. He has like one friend who is so deep. Like his brother died. I think it was something related to drugs. And at that point, he was like so heartbroken. He's like, I'm going to get my stuff together. I'm not going to drink. And he was sober for like a minute. And then his dad died and he started drinking again. And now he's like got this mom with dementia. And he's just like drinking his life away. And he's like, he went through, like, they were like pretty wealthy and he went through all their money. And he was just telling him how he's like $1 million in debt now. And I'm like, that happened really freaking quick. Like, because you're just drinking and being dumb and you don't know, like, what you're doing. I don't know. It really sucks because his parents, left him so much. And it was, like, work, like assets and stuff to take care of. And he couldn't get his head together to do it. And he, like, is not honoring his brother like he said he was after. And just, like, his other friend who, like, his dad was sober his entire life. All he wanted for his sons was to be sober and healthy.
Yeah.
And then he, like, I don't think you're honoring your parent by not being your best self. If you're drinking, you're not being your best self. You're just not.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of the fuel that has to keep you, like with my recent friend that passed, I'm like, okay, well, even though we all like to party together, I feel like he would have wanted to be sober, and he tried.
Did he
many
try?
times.
Really?
Oh yeah, he tried for years, and so I feel like in honor of him, like yeah, I could go out and have one of his favorite beers and like have some camaraderie with the dudes and everything, but like it's like for me, I'm like I am gonna try so hard to keep this rolling because he would have wanted that, he wouldn't want me to break a sober streak to, drink in his honor. Like, he was a party animal, but I think he wanted to get past that.
Yeah.
Or at least not deal with like, the everyday. Wiley.
I can't imagine, like, I didn't want to be drinking like that. I can't imagine anybody would want to continue that. You can't. It's not sustainable. Like, why anybody would want to keep doing that day in and day out? You can't go for a car ride without a drink. Like, you can't do anything without a drink.
It's exhausting.
It's so exhausting. And it's
Wiley.
freeing to not have to do that. And I really like being, like, a good role model for people, So I think that's really good.
Yeah. It is.
Like, it's just a support. Like, I'm supporting you by not doing it myself,
Yeah.
That sucks. I mean, Gosh, yeah, he was so young. And
I think like with him in particular, I mean that's part of what I was saying earlier is that, you know, you never know if you had some other issues going on.
Mm.
But yeah, for some of my other friends that have passed away from alcohol related like medical issues, it's like I do feel like there's a sense of like, oh, I'm already doomed. And it's like they forget that there's like, oh my gosh, there's so much more. And your liver does heal itself.
it can if you give it the resources it needs to heal.
Yeah.
Like not drinking and forcing all this, like, you know, it's a filter. So if you're making it filter as alcohol day in and day out, and like I think you said he like would get the shakes in the middle of the night and even have to drink. So he had not even an 8-hour period where he couldn't drink.
Yeah.
Like, that's bad. It's really bad. You're pouring
And
over.
on top of that, it's like what you said about making like decision making when you're drinking. So like, okay, I'm gonna drink tonight, and then I'm gonna eat crappy tomorrow, and then I have a hangover and I have headaches, and I'm gonna take ibuprofen.
Oh my gosh.
And then you're taking that every day because you have a headache and a hangover.
Yeah.
So you're taking ibuprofen and then sometimes hair of the dog. So you're drinking again more alcohol with ibuprofen.
Exactly.
And then you're like, that is like, no wonder we are all getting sick from it. Like that's like you're fueling this. You just can't do that long term. I don't even take ibuprofen when I truly need it.
No, it's dangerous.
Yeah, or any of that stuff. I'm like, no, I have a headache because I have to suffer now because
I need sleep, or I need to not stress, or I need to drink water. Like there's usually a reason for it.
Yeah.
And the hangover, my gosh, like I usually could not do hair of the dog because it was just too much, and I would throw up violently. But so I'd get like a 32-ounce 7-Up. Like that's better.
Yeah. The hair of the dog is, and I actually always preferred day drinking. Like I really do, because if you drink at night, it's like, all right, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
But like if you start early, oh my God, that was so fun. You'd go sit out on a patio somewhere in the sunshine. You'd be drinking. It'd be so fun. And then you'd be wasted by like 4 p.m. It'd be awesome. But then normal people that day drink, which is not a sentence you hear often, but like normal people that day drink, they're like done by 4 p.m. No, I would finish and close out the bar. So that means I've been drinking for literally 12 hours.
I know. How could we afford that?
And then after that, I would go home, sleep for a few hours, then I'd wake up with a hangover. And so I would do hair of the dog. And yeah, sometimes you're like so hungover, but you're just like, I got to get it down because I'll feel better. Whoever told me that, what a dangerous thing you introduced me to, whoever it was. Because I would like, there was a few times, luckily I never really did it like before work or anything. But yeah, there's for sure where you would like chug a beer first thing in the morning and then try to sleep off the rest of your hangover. And
worst.
Yeah, and I would totally do that.
I guess I did have like several day benders, and I'll just wake up and start drinking again before it would, like, I would be so drunk still when I woke up.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'd start drinking. Oh my gosh.
And
before the hangover even kicked in.
And that's just your and that's
really
what, like,
bad.
it's crazy. I think pilots, don't they have to only stop drinking for like 8 hours before their flight? Which is crazy because
What? I
I've
don't
slept
know.
for 8 hours and still woke up drunk before.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Is that accurate?
I think it was like 8 hours.
That's not very much. Yeah.
No,
'Cause
that's
I used to
not.
wake up and like, oh, so drunk still.
Yeah.
And then like have to deal with it, but like different drunk, where you're just like
You're
woozy.
sick.
You're like, I'm like mentally clear, but my body is still like
And then,
wasted.
or the days that you'd have to go to work and you're like, this is horrible.
Oh, work and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I don't want to support it. But you know what's funny? So like whenever Dylan had his relapse, I went through and I like found what they were drinking and I dumped it all out. And I was like so mad, like, how dare you even bring it onto my property? But then when Patrick brought his drink over last night, I was like, oh, good, he brought his beer.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it just depends on like I even considered like, should I get him and Ray like a 6-pack or something? You know, I don't know. Why would I like? It's okay for some people, but not others. You know, I guess it's just how they drink. Like,
It is, yeah.
like they're controlled drinkers.
Yeah. And
Never
that's
seen
why,
them drunk. You know.
yeah. And that's why with Scott, like I've only seen him like out of control drunk maybe a couple of times in our entire relationship. Even though we were side by side drinking and drinking and drinking, he handled it better, you know? And that's why, like, yeah, with him, like I don't have judgment towards him if he wanted to have a drink, because he drinks very normally and rarely. But yeah, but then it's also, I don't know, you get to a point where you're like, well, I'm gonna feel like crap tomorrow, and that's not fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the hangovers.
I don't miss that. There was a point we were living in the trailer and we weren't using the toilets because like they get gross and they stink, you know, so we really weren't using them except for flush like pee and water. And I was so hungover and I was like, I can't throw up here. And where are you gonna throw up, you know? So like I got a bucket and I was like, I have to go for a drive.
Oh
Just
my
like
God.
drove around with a bucket on my seat and would pull over and throw up. I was like, I don't know where else to throw up.
Oh my
And I was like hiding it at that point, so I didn't want anybody to like question me, why are you throwing up?
Yeah.
So I just like left. I was like throwing up in my car.
Oh my gosh.
It was so bad. That was like one of the final days.
The lowest.
That was like the low.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if
I can't do this anymore.
Well, and I just became such a puker. I just was always throwing up.
It sounds terrible.
Which is crazy because I just threw up recently as a sober person, and I was like, oh my, I was like traumatized.
I know, it's the grossest
like, that
thing.
is the craziest feeling, and I was just doing it like natural, like all the time, you know? Yeah. Yeah, there was which is like, yeah.
I don't miss that.
No, I definitely, that is like the most unglamorous part of it. Like, I know people are like, oh, I'm a wine mom, and they try to glamorize the alcohol and everything. But that part of it is just disgusting.
Oh, so gross. I'm over it. You have to think of those things, you guys. If you're struggling with like remembering the good times, don't think about the bad times, because you have a 50-50 shot. You might have the best time of your life, or you might puke and lay in the road unable to move.
And the thing that helps me personally is, I mean, I drank for so long. I was trying to think how long actually. Like, I mean, we drank again like as teenagers, but just dabbling, but like consistently. I mean, probably from 21 till now. That's like a long time. And oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. Cut that out.
I gotta cut this out. 1 minute 50 seconds.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, how long you've been drinking? And
oh, right, yeah. Because then I'm thinking, oh, I'm like, me not drinking is a new thing. So I'm like, okay, I've already been there, done that with the alcohol. Like, oh, this will be kind of like a fun new experiment. And it really has been, where I'm like, this is an absolutely new part of me that I have never met before. And that kind of keeps me going, because I'm like, oh no, like this is my new thing.
it is a new thing. I know. I've been sober for a long time, but it's still, I drink longer than I've been sober still.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm getting there. Hopefully we'll even out the playing field soon, but
yeah.
Not for a while.
No, I got some time.
Sometime. It's relearning everything and stepping out of the box. Like the box is, it's okay to drink. Cheer for beer. It's American.
Yeah. Yeah, you do kind of, you got to just get creative with it. And I don't want to hold, I just, even though it'd be fun to see things change and people, get sober and stuff like that, I don't want to be bitter about it either, though. And that's what maybe what I want, like, some of my friends to know is, like, I don't need to have, like, this conversation is great because I really haven't had a full conversation about it in, like, a long time, but I don't need to talk about it, and I feel like it's, like, kind of why I never really wanted to go to meetings is because I got a lot of that healing or, like, information from podcasts. Like, I listen to a lot of, like, sober podcasts, and after a while it just starts to feel like, oh, are we all just talking about our worst rock bottom stories? Like, I wanted to get deeper. That's why, like, with the AA, I still haven't been to a meeting, but it's like I don't need to sit in a room and talk about all of our story. Like, I don't know. I'd rather, like, let's get past that part and, like, let's do some breath work or meditation about it, like, let's break through what made you start drinking or, like, tools you're using. I know that they offer tools too, but, like, I don't know. I want to, like, I feel like by giving it more of my energy by being angry at it is also giving it more energy. So if I just absolutely remove it from my thought altogether, then I'm no longer giving it any of my energy. And that's why.
That's true. That's good. I'm bitter about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does it have to be this way?
I'm more bitter about, like, the friends I kind of have lost along the way, like, well, to alcohol, but also, like, just because I don't get invited out or something. Like, I get a little bit bitter about that, but yeah, I mean,
you would like Women for Sobriety. I love them. So after I was, like, going to AA for, I don't know, 6 months or so. I went through my steps. I had maybe longer. I don't really remember. But then I was being so, like, I could have just stuck with the women's group and they were fine. But also I didn't really, like, have a connection with people. They were older than I was and in different phases of their life. And then if I went to the joint group, there was, like, a really old timer who, like, strict AA, if you don't do it this way, you're doing it wrong. And one time I was like, they make you say, hey, I'm Julian, I'm an alcoholic. And I was just, like, in mental health, and we stopped addressing people like schizophrenic because that's not who they are. They have schizophrenia.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you're trying to tell me this is a disease that I have, then we should call it that. So, hi, I'm Julian and I have alcoholism. And he was like, nope.
Oh, no.
Hard no. He's like, if you can't say you're an alcoholic, you can't be here. And I was like, fine, I won't come back.
I wouldn't either.
I was like, I literally just said I have alcoholism. Yeah. It's kind of the same thing, except for I'm not letting it identify me. Okay?
I agree with that.
Whatever. Like, get up to date on the time. Whatever. He was sober longer, so, they might say that he knew best. Yeah. But I'm like, I'm not coming back then. Whatever. So then I sought out and I found Women for Sobriety, and it's awesome. Like, in the chats, you don't talk about your rock bottoms. You talk about stuff, like, they'll give you a topic and you all talk on the topic, and it's stuff to, like, promote mental health or explore, like, getting over trauma. Like, really awesome. But the problem was there wasn't a local group. So I was, like, text chatting with people, which was helpful. And I would actually like to do that again. But it was also during COVID. And so I was, like, trying to have meetings. I sat there by myself trying to have a virtual meeting for 6 months. Not a single person once ever came.
Oh, no.
I know. And I tried and I tried. I wanted to have that Women for Sobriety.
We should start our own group.
I love it. It's all, like, it's really good healing stuff. I think I've read those to you. Like, they don't have steps, but they have, like, basically affirmations,
Yeah.
Like, I am not I think that's one of them. Like, I am not my disease, you know?
Yeah, yeah, because I don't feel like it just makes you more of a victim to it when I'd rather just be like, oh, I don't drink anymore, but I don't want to get into it all the time. I just don't even want to give it any fuel. But yeah, I don't like the labels either. That's why I was always like, even, I know they say like one day at a time, but you do kind of have to do that. And yeah, labeling yourself, or I don't know. I don't like to take that route myself as an alcoholic. Like, okay, whatever. Call it whatever you want.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter to
I'm
me.
admitting I have a problem. That's what the book says. Like, you have to, like, the first step of getting better is admitting you have a problem. I am. I'm just saying I am not this problem, you know?
Yeah, I like that more.
I love this one. I'm going to read them because I just love Women for Sobriety so much. And it's like, unfortunate we don't have a local one because I totally would. So instead of steps, they have like these phrases. So one is, I have a life-threatening problem that once had me. 2, negative thoughts destroy only myself. 3, happiness is a habit that I am developing. 4, problems bother me only to the degree I permit. 5, I am what I think. 6, life can be ordinary or it can be great. 7, love can change the course of my world. 8, the fundamental object of life is emotional and spiritual growth. 9, the past is gone forever. No longer am I victimized by the past. I am a new woman. 10, all love given returns. 11, enthusiasm is my daily exercise. 12, I am a competent woman and I have much to give life. And 13, I am responsible for myself and my actions.
I like those.
Isn't that great? Yeah. And then so like every meeting, like you're talking about like one of those topics, like a topic within that helps you remember that. Aren't those great? I just love it. I just vibed so much with that. I even like got like all these books and literature. I did like all the things to have these meetings. I made it like you can come to me or we can do virtual. Nobody ever came. Oh. I think it was like the timing was bad with COVID and stuff. Yeah. People were drinking more, not less.
Yeah, I know COVID was a wild time too.
But I was like, we can do it in person. I don't care. I don't believe in that.
Yeah. I would like it. I mean, if anything, you'd meet somebody that also doesn't drink and then you can just move on and do things that you don't involve alcohol, which is really hard in this town.
It's so
because everything involves alcohol. I'm like, oh, you want to go paddle boarding? But they bring alcohol. Do you want to like everything you could think of involves alcohol?
I know. That's really hard.
It's really, this town, I hate to say it, but I do think it's really cursed.
Okay.
In that way regarding alcohol. And yeah, I mean, I've been part of it, but I don't see many people in this town that like don't literally have, like, it's very much a part of everyone's life here.
It is. That's crazy. Like the breweries, Brewery Central. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Congratulations on 1 year.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It is good.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. This episode is brought to you by Katherine Cabinetry and Design, a family business built on more than 50 years of master craftsmanship. Since 1972, owner Rick Katherine has delivered immaculate, custom-built cabinetry and countertops for projects of every scale, from luxury homes to hotels, hospitals, and retail environments. Whether you're renovating a home or outfitting an entire building, their work will exceed your expectations. Learn more or request a quote at HavernCabinetry.com. Link in the show notes.
the